Everyone has something that shocks them in their life, just like some people are shocked after watching our videos, and some other people are shocked that these people are shocked. I was also shocked after I came to Europe for the first time. So today I want to share with you something that terribly shocked me. And these things are not necessarily very common, but they might be quite funny. So, the first thing I want to talk about is bidet. I was visiting a friend, and in the bathroom there are two things looking like a toilet. One is quite normal, the other one is lower without seat, and there was a tap in the back. For a moment I was really not sure which one I should use, and I even was standing there and look at the bidet for quite some time, trying to figure out what was it used for. And so weird for me. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's for children. Children can pee there, or they shower baby in the device, or people can wash their feet there because it's just the height for children or for people to wash their feet. So I didn't know what was it. And later I was told that bidet is for people to wash their private part. I never tried it, and until today I wonder how to use it. Should we sit on it or should we squat and wash? It's just so weird. And can men use it too? So yeah, I don't know. Okay, the next thing is that some people take shower in the morning instead of in the evening before they go to bed. This is weird, maybe I'm ignorant. Before I came to Europe, I have never heard of anybody taking shower in the morning, because I think that after the whole day we are already very dirty and we cannot go to bed when we are dirty, no? We take shower in the morning and isn't it too late? Maybe not everybody takes shower every day, but people definitely will wash those very necessary part of their body every day before go to bed. Like in China, it's like this. So for example, you have to wash your face, your hands, and your private part, and your feet. Although not everybody wash their private part, yeah, but feet and face and hands are very necessary. The third thing, something called ass crack. Many people, men, usually, they wear their pants very low, and when they squat and they do something and they have to squat and they reveal their ass crack. I didn't know this word even before, but I see so many ass crack in the street and people just, showed, and I was so ashamed to look at them.
You never saw it in China?
Not that much, not that common, no. I think possibly in my life I saw more men's ass crack than women's cleavage. And maybe it is men's fashion to show their ass crack, just like it is women's fashion to show cleavage. Is it?
No, it's not a matter of fashion.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Although I saw somewhere on the internet, there are special, underwear for the guys with the graphic of the women tits in this particular place where the ass is. So it kind of masks the, the crack in the ass, pretending that it's, the tits of the woman. It looks quite funny.
I think it's really fashion to wear pants low, so maybe this to show the underwear, what you said.
The people who reveal the ass crack, they don't care about fashion. Usually, it's even commonly named the plumber's ass crack, because of course plumbers, they work on their knees quite often. They bend, they squat, and of course they just wear a normal working clothes. They don't care about fashion too much. Where there is a fashion, I think it was more in the 90s, in the hip hop culture and skating culture. Younger guys, they like to wear their pants very, very low, but they wear the underwear normally. Yes, So they just revealed the whole underwear, but nothing else. And that was a so-called fashion.
Okay, so it's for workers.
And for a little bit old, middle-aged women in the supermarkets.
Oh, maybe we don't talk about it too much.
I think that they do it on purpose, actually.
Women? I never seen women
In the
show.
supermarket, you can see it. In Europe as well, I think mostly in United States, but in Europe it happens as well, even in Poland, when they have to bend or squat for some products from the lower shelf.
Mm-hmm.
You can see their asses or all kind of underwear. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, we move on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on now. Next thing I want to talk about the public bus shared by men and women. When I was in France, I lived in a city on the border of France and Germany, and frequently heard of a German city called Baden-Baden, which is famous for its thermal baths. And there are public baths where women and men can bathe together, exactly sitting in the same pool. So I didn't dare to go. My husband said, "Oh, it's okay, nobody look at you." So we really went there because we want to see what is happening there. Yeah. And for the whole time, I kept my head low and didn't dare to look at
We
other
didn't
people.
mention yet the most important part about this place.
All right. Everybody are naked, of course. They take shower and they have to be naked, right? Yeah, I mean, in China it's interesting. In China there are public common baths, but people wear swimming suits always. But here in Europe, people just naked, and men and women can see each other's naked body.
There are days for separate sexes, and there are days for when people mix, so you can choose. Generally it's a place to relax. You don't stress yourself, you don't care about anything else, you just relax with.
I cannot imagine that some strange man look at my naked body.
Well, anyway, we went there, yes.
Nothing happened. But I don't know.
But did you relax?
No.
What do you mean no?
I didn't relax because I cannot relax because I'm naked and there are different men, strange men there in the environment. But it's interesting, exciting for me.
I would say that there were not too many people. I think the people there, service people, yes, they care to not overcrowd the place. So in fact, and the place is quite big. There are multiple pools there and sauna places, yes, when you can lie in the hotels. And I think that we had quite a lot of, I can call it privacy for us. There were many places where you can sit and, there were no people few meters around us. I wouldn't say that it was really uncomfortable.
Okay, so do you want to go again in the future?
Well, no, because it was paid and I don't think it's worth the price. Maybe when we'll be older.
Also, maybe you want to go to nude beach. I heard that in Europe there are a lot of nude beaches.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, we even passed one in Warsaw. And we were not so close, but I saw a lot of naked people on the beach. And it was very exciting.
We apparently don't remember because one guy was standing like 2 meters from us, really.
Maybe I didn't dare to look at him, and so I don't.
So
remember details.
Naturism doesn't exist in China at all?
No, it's immoral.
Immoral. Is it illegal?
You will go to jail.
Okay.
So I think that in this point, European people are more open-minded than Chinese people.
Well, it's just a body. Yeah.
Okay, next we talk about once in Poland, I saw a drunk man who was so drunk that he was sleeping on the street in winter. We thought he was dead and somebody go to check, and it turns out that he was just too drunk and he couldn't open his eyes or talk and stand up. So weird. Oh my god. And in Poland, people like alcohol and there are many shops open 24 hours every day.
You cannot
Yeah.
say that Chinese
It's a
people don't like
culture.
alcohol.
But we don't have this so many shops like this.
Okay.
I don't think that Chinese people get so drunk. I don't know. Maybe they hide themselves when they get drunk.
Yeah, finding a completely drunk person lying on the street is not so common anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, every city, every neighborhood in the city, every village, everywhere, people knew who is a person like this. There was always a person or few people addicted to alcohol so much that they were frequently getting so drunk that they were sleeping on the side of the road or in the field somewhere or in the bush. We still have people who are addicted, of course. It's not as common as it was in the past. And Poland is not, the only country in the Europe, obviously. Now, I guess that if you would go to Russia, for example, you could see it more often.
Yeah, a lot of.
I think in China it's
alcohol
different thing.
shop,
It might be
not
shocking because in
people.
China these things are more hidden. Maybe the people who are drunk, they are removed from the streets much quicker.
But you know what? I know people. In China, there are a lot of meetings, business meetings and family meetings. Usually, the business meeting are the occasion that people drink a lot because they think it is a way to socialize and to make your relationship stronger. So they just like a kind of good way of competing, and in a way that they make a business after. And yeah, my father used to be in this type of meeting, and sometimes he was so drunk, went home. So it is a tradition, especially in the government, and the higher level higher position he gets in the government, and the more opportunity he will participate in this kind of meeting. Usually it's in the restaurant, people eat and drink, and in the end, and I know people who he had this experience, and he was so drunk and went home and start to be very cranky and beat his family members, like his wife and children.
Well, it's something common.
Yeah, is it? It's a problem. Alcohol is a problem. Okay, so last thing is interesting. When I was in France, I saw in the street bicycles that had their seats or wheels stolen. It was so weird. I cannot understand. In China, a thief wants to steal a bicycle, they steal whole bicycle. But in France, they steal one seat and one wheel or two wheels. It's so weird.
Yeah, it happens. It happened to me once. The seat was stolen from my bike. I locked the bike, so they didn't take the bike. They didn't bother themselves to cut the lock, but they stole the seat.
And it's easy to steal the seat?
Yeah, that's the problem because the bikes quite often, our bikes also, they have this quick locking mechanism for the seat and for the wheels. So it is actually very easy to remove them.
Okay. I mean, just in China, the lock is so easy to open for the thieves. So maybe they have better techniques than the thief in Europe.
No, I don't think it's a matter of technique. I think it's kind of abundance and easiness of just stealing and selling small parts.
All right. Anyway, yeah, bicycle and
Just think about it. When you have a bike and somebody will steal your seat, you have to buy a new one. You go to eBay and you find a seat. Maybe it will be even your own seat, yes?
Yeah.
Now, the more seats the thieves will steal, the more kind of customers will want to buy a new seat. And not always they want to buy a new one, they want to buy a cheap used one. So there is a constant market for the parts.
My God. But you know what? I bought one bicycle in China once. I thought that one was stolen because I'm not sure. It's a second-handed bicycle, and then the seller just did some repairment, and then he sold it to me. And later that bike was stolen by other people.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, and it's just so common, especially in university. It happens all the time. Many students find their bicycle stolen,
Of course.
and then other people buy second-handed bicycle from a seller.
All right.
Okay, that's all the interesting things that we want to share today. I hope you enjoy watching today's video. Please subscribe, like, and make comments. And please watch our other videos. They are very interesting too. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.